Hello, in this video I want to demonstrate you recently implemented login manager in chectl. The main idea of login manager is to provide convenient command for users to be able to authenticate to some chess server and then invoke commands which requires authorization without providing any extra information. Just to compare, let's first use old method. So let's get a list of workspaces for a given user. For this we need to provide URL for chep endpoint, and also we need to pass access token of that user, and then it will show the list of user workspaces with all the statuses. So looks not so hard, but let's take a closer look at access token, at the process of its retrieving. So this is documentation of Eclipse Chair, and how to get this token. First, it depends on the authorization method of chess server. If it's use login password authorization, then such command should be executed. In case of auth, the command is different and users have to provide all these placeholders, which is not convenient at all. And moreover, access token is expiring very soon, like in a few minutes usually, so it's constantly retrieving it again and again. So now let's use a login manager. All related to login manager commands in chectl are placed under auth namespace, and first let's check if we logged into a chess server. So we can see that we are not logged in, and now let's try to log in into my local chess server on Minikube. We should provide a link to chess server, and also let's specify user and password. As we can see, this is default settings, and now we can see message that we successfully logged in as admin, and let's check it by getting current login session, and that's it. So for now we can use just workspace list command to retrieve the list of user workspaces. Another way to log in is to provide only username, and password will be asked automatically. Also, password could be provided by environment variable. So now we logged in as another user, and let's check list of workspaces for this user. As we can see, it's different. Now let's log in into another cluster where I have Eclipse Chair deployed with auth enabled. In this case, we cannot use login password authorization and have to provide a token. The idea is to have this command on user dashboard, so it would be easy to just get the whole command and copy paste in terminal. So let's check list of workspaces for this user, and now let's log in as another user on this cluster, but for this very user I have already logged in via auth command line tool, so it is enough just to provide server URL, and token will be picked up from auth command line tool, and we can see that login is successful, and we have list of workspaces for this user. Finally, let's log in into hosted che. For this, let's specify the URL and provide corresponding token. Request might take a little bit longer, but in the end we will be logged in, and we can, for example, again get a list of workspaces there. Also, there is a list command with which we can see all the logins which we have in this chectl instance. So as we can see now, we are logged into OpenShift.io instance, but we have another logins on other instances. Now let's show available logins again and try to get back to another login by using auth use command. Here we have to provide server URL and username to which we would like to switch. So here we are, and let's check again using list command. If we want to switch to another user on the same cluster, we just may use the same command, but providing only username, and it will switch to another user on the same server. Let's check it again, and we can see that it works. Another good feature is to get back to the server in which we have a single login, so we don't have to specify username. But if there are a few logins, then an error will be shown. But all of that commands requires still remembering or getting existing logins, and there is another command, raise a flag in this command to select current login interactively and just select needed login. Also, it is possible to delete existing login sessions. To do that, we just need to use auth delete command, and here we may specify the whole server instance, and all existing logins in current chectl instance will be deleted. And also we may specify a separate user on another instance. For example, let's do this, and when we log it out there, we can just check the list again, so it is expected that there is no current login, and let's switch to some instance to have current login. Let's check it. That we indeed logged in somewhere. And finally, if we want to delete just current login session, we may use logout command. Again, let's check that there is no login session is set. So that's basically it. A small note that outdated tokens and logins are deleted automatically. So if that session is expired, user will not see them in the list and they are cleaned up automatically. So that's it. Thank you.